Hello everyone, this is Ayush. Welcome to All About Analytics. Today I am going to tell you about how to deal with survey kind of data and when you are using Power BI. So let's get on the topic. So suppose here is a dummy dataset which I have got, right? So let me show you the dataset first. Here is my questions. So this is a survey kind of data which have multiple number of questions and their answers are storing in a particular single column, right? So suppose if you are having somewhat like questions, date of birth related questions, right? Something like age related questions, like what is your age, so it is storing an integer number, right? And date numbers also it is storing in that same column. Age is also, age of yours is also storing in the same column, right? Your gender is also storing in that same column, right? So how you will deaccumulate that data, right? How you will separate those values, right? So let me tell you about that. Okay, so let's see the data first. This was my data. See, this is the question. Here is the name, right? All the questions are stored in this particular column called named, right? As you drop down here, so you will see lots of questions are there, right? So this is just a dummy data set. So I have stored, like you see here, do all employees wear personal protective machines, and all these are the questions, right? And these questions have different kind of answers, right? Some of the questions have integer type of answers, some of questions have date time kind of answers, and all these kind of answers are stored in a same column, right? And one more thing which you will notice is, in case of Power BI, you have to create, if you wanted to visualize a particular question's answer, right? For example, like how many people wear glasses. So how you will visualize that? You cannot visualize in this way, right? And the way our data shape is, so you have to create a column for each questions, right? Suppose if there are 100 different distinct questions, so you have to create 100 columns, right? And for 100 columns you have to bring all those values from a same column. On the answers of those 100 columns you have to bring from a single one column, right? So let's solve that problem. This is the problem statement, right? So these are the questions which I have in my data set, right? Now let me show you the answers column. So let's get on to the answers column. So this is the column which I have got. This is the column which is recording or storing my answers, right? So if you see here, as I told you previously, it is storing, this column is storing date time values. Here you can see date time values, and also string values, age values, right? And different kind of values, right? Age, date time values, integer values, and string type values, right? So now I wanted to segregate them into with their columns, right? With their question columns. So what you have to do is you have to open, just give me a minute. You have to open in home tab of Power BI, you have to go open Power Query, click on transform data, right? Now after opening this, select your table So that in my case this is question table, right? Select that particular column. For example, here sorry, select your column, right? Actually I have already replaced I have already created a column. So what you have to do is name, click on the column which you wanted to pivot. This is the column name. Now what you have to do is go on transform, pivot column, right? Yes, right. Now select the values. Now suppose if this is your question column, right, all the questions of your surveys which are related to your survey are stored in this column, right, name, and here are some questions, right, stored. So it could be multiple questions, right, different distinct questions, or it could be same question. So in case of same question, it will segregate into one question, right? If there are 100 questions which are same, so it will segregate it automatically into one question, and their answers will segregate in different, right? So now choose a value column, the column from where you wanted to bring the values for these questions. So my answers values are storing in which column? It was label value, right, this one. So after selecting this, go on advanced options, click on and don't segregate, don't aggregate, right? Do not apply any kind of aggregation and click OK. So as you do this, your whole column will get your whole question table. Now it's, as you can see here, now questions are segregated. So if I show here, so now as you can see here, qualifications column is different, select me as manager is different, right? Full name is different, do you have any child, how old are you, and their answers are stored in this. So if I show you, so there are some answers also present in this. Just give me a minute. How old are you? List may be incomplete, load more. So here you can see 18 to 24, right? There are only some answers or some surveys which I have filled, so there is very less data. So in this way you will get your, you can handle the survey kind of data, right? The survey data. Okay, thank you for watching the video, and please do subscribe and share if you are facing the same problem. Thank you.